You've been asking for it. We've been working hard.
Welcome back, Tooth Freaks.
How's it going, dental nerds?
Welcome to episode 4. In today's episode, we are going to talk about our beginning, why we want to keep going, and why we started dental hygiene in the first place. It's going to be a great episode.
Yeah. Just a quick intro to why we were doing this. I mean, usually when people think about dental hygiene or dental hygienists, right, they probably don't think about three guys with our backgrounds sitting in clinic together. But that's pretty much why we started the podcast in the beginning, right? Pretty quickly, you can realize how patient-centered care, part of that, what we can do, the treatments we can provide to our patients is only half of the equation. The other half is going to be making sure that they are able to successfully do oral self-care at home, right? And the importance of it. But how do you get that to happen? Well, a lot of it is going to be the communication, the trust that you have with the patients, the education aspects to them, making sure that your patient feels understood. And all of these things factor into motivating our patients in order to have a good treatment outcome. For a lot of different minority communities, there's a lot of barriers. There could be language barriers, cultural barriers. All these things play a huge factor in making the outcomes a difficult situation, right? So we personally, I think all of us have different experiences, and we've seen how much easier it can be when the clinician understands the patient, understands where they come from, and you're able to have the patient feel represented and feel understood. The possibilities are so much higher for them to have that best outcome possible, right? So that's pretty much what this episode is going to be about. Why we started DHY Boys, right?
And why we want to continue it.
Yeah.
Yes.
About it.
I want to speak on something you mentioned about
Yeah.
how the patients, it's going to be much easier for them to understand when the clinician can relate closely to them, right? Because I want to speak about myself. I'm an immigrant, I'm a minority, and I want to promote the dental hygiene profession because a lot of my patients this semester are from within my community. And when I was telling them, hey, I'm a dental hygiene student, they didn't even know what it was because their first instinct was maybe he wants to become a dentist. And it was a great experience to tell them about dental hygiene. And they were telling me that it was much easier for them to understand what I was talking about because I related closely to them. I was able to explain it to them in a language that was easier for them to understand. And I think that's a big part to have a diverse group of dental hygiene students that are going to become a registered dental hygienist one day, because that's going to have a big impact on the community and how it's going to go forward from there.
Yeah, I can definitely relate to that. I grew up in probably not the best of conditions, but just in my community, you didn't know about that being a dental hygienist was a profession you could pursue and go into. I certainly was never told that this is something I could do. My perspective on it I wasn't knowledgeable about this program until my last year of high school, when I was still struggling trying to figure out what I wanted to do, and just being on YouTube, seeing people do this kind of stuff, and doing my own research, and just having the ability to contact a family friend who is a hygienist, and seeing that this is a possibility that I could pursue, something that really opened my eyes about my possibilities, what I can do for other people, and just dental hygiene as a whole it's inspired me so much, and I really do look forward to it.
Yeah, no, that's true. We all seem to have kind of similar experiences in that aspect. Growing up too, like I didn't even know dental hygiene was a career either.
Yeah.
Nobody ever talked to me about it. I never even thought about it. I remember, like, thinking back now, at all my appointments, I never once had a hygienist kind of like talk to me about maybe this could be a career path for you. Um, me or my family, I don't think we've ever been treated by a hygienist that looked like us either. So it was a different mentality to be able to see that, hey, this is something that's awesome. Like, this is a really awesome career, not only professionally for you, but the impact that you can have in a whole community is amazing. And it just takes one person to share an experience, to be there for somebody, to let them know that you care about them and treat them the way that you wish you would have been treated, you know? So I think that is why, one of the biggest reasons why we started the podcast, right? Like we all mentioned personally, like, it would have been so nice to see that other people from within our community are out here doing this as a profession, letting you know, hey, you can do it too. You know what I mean? I feel like that goes a long way, even if it's through a screen. I think that's pretty much what we want to be for others, what we wish that we saw online. Because I know first thing that I did when I was like trying to figure out, hey, is dental hygiene something that I can do, was like scour through YouTube videos and trying to find like people's experience on the program. How did they get into it? What it entails? What do you do as a dental hygienist? Like, all these things that I wanted to look for. And quickly you can see that, you know, there's a disparity in representation within the dental professionals. So
For sure.
that's why having this channel was something that would be kind of a specific opportunity that we kind of found ourselves in, where all three of us are in the program. You know, we're looking at each other and we're like, hey, maybe there's something else that we can do. And this just kind of like seemed like a great opportunity, and that's what we want to do. Like I said, we want to reach out and let you know, like, hey, no matter how difficult it can seem, even if you never thought that this was a possibility, you can do it too. One of the sayings that we kind of had right when we were coming up with this was, nosotros también podemos. Like, we can do it too. Mahdi, you had it too.
Yeah. Join me, Tony, and Kara and John Bedahi. That was in Dari/Persian, by the way, if you guys didn't know.
Yeah. And that's kind of like our whole thing. We want to let people know that it is possible, and that there's so much that we can do, because with these underrepresented communities, and the treatment outcomes are less favorable. You look at the research and you can quickly see that they have more probabilities of dental issues arising. But why is that? Well, because a lot of them, like Mahdi mentioned, right? The language barriers, the cultural barriers, there's so many different barriers. But who better to try to help these communities than helping them from within?
Yes.
Who's going to understand them better than themselves?
Yeah.
And
I love the education aspect and informing these communities, and just trying to inspire other people to try to pursue this or be more informed about their own oral health and taking care, because I know I wasn't informed much about it. I just remember being told, brush 2 times a day, make sure you're floss. I don't think I was ever taught how to floss, how to brush. I don't think I was taught the importance of it. And just being in this program, it's kind of enlightened me to just all the bacteria that goes in your mouth, and just everything that actually happens and why. And I don't think many people know the reasons why, or like how to, because it's not something that you just know, or like your parents we're told your parents are supposed to educate you about this, but how are they supposed to educate when we don't educate the parents first, right? When we have a student come in, or a child, and we're taking care of them, they're eventually going to grow up and teach future generations, we got to teach them first on how to do this so that they can teach their generations.
Yeah.
Well,
Yes, and speaking on some of the things that you guys said, to make a change, to make a difference, honestly, all you need is one person. Because this is something that I saw with one of my patients. I taught them oral self-care, I taught them the brushing techniques, flossing techniques. Why is it important to have to brush twice a day, to floss once a day? And in the next, in their next reappointment, they came back and how we review oral self-care, right?
Mhm.
And I told them, hey, can you show me the techniques that we went over last time? And they showed me exactly what I showed them.
That's great.
And that feeling, once you see that you are making a difference in one person's life, that is a different feeling.
Yeah.
Especially if they tell you that they talk to other people too, that they talk to their friends, and they showed them the importance of brushing and flossing, the techniques that you went over. You can see how all it takes is one person that you can talk to, that you don't have that language barrier between you two, and to help them understand that you want to demonstrate to them how it takes one person to make a difference.
Mhm.
Yeah, it's powerful. It really is.
Yeah.
I think it's something to keep in mind, because there's always going to be obstacles. There's always going to be reasons not to do something, right? With specifically with us and the podcast, you're always going to have some reason not to do something, right?
Mhm.
But we found ourselves in this position, and if it's within our grasp to try to reach out to other people, and like you said, make an impact, even if we only reach one person that's thinking about, maybe is dental hygiene a possibility for me, and they stumble upon this video, somehow, some way, that's going to make an impact.
Yeah.
Yes.
And if it's within our possibilities to do so, why not? The truth is that nothing changes if nothing changes. The disparities are going to continue to be there unless somebody just tries to do something.
Yeah.
And that's what it's all about. We're just trying.
Sure.
We're trying something different to try to help and do what we can do our part to make a change in these communities.
And like, sometimes life will still throw you a curveball, even if you think you're going on the right path and just trying your hardest. Things do happen, and you got to understand that it's not over unless you choose to stop. You want to, if this video makes you really enjoy dental hygiene, pursue it. If our channel in general has inspired some curiosity, we'll try to learn more about it and just keep going. And even if life happens, even if stuff like that happens, it's not the end. Just as long as you wish for it and you have the motivation in yourself to keep pushing through and keep going, then I'd say go for it and really try to do your best in just experiencing this culture in general, the just dental hygiene, the knowledge, the amount of resources out there. Really engross yourself into it.
Oh, beautiful.
Yes.
I agree, man. Life is always going to throw different speed bumps your way, and you might have to take a scenic route, but at the end of the day, you know what your goal is, you know where you want to get to, and this is a beautiful profession. It's a amazing thing that you can accomplish, not, like I said, not only for yourself, but for so many others. So if you're trying to apply to a program, if you're in a program right now and it's difficult and you have some obstacles, don't give up. Keep pushing. No matter what happens, no matter what obstacles come your way, the end result, the end goal is always going to be worth it.
It's so worth it.
So from the DHY boys to you guys, you can do it. It is possible, and we believe in you.
Yeah.
It is 100% possible. Just remember, any difficulty you face, it is just gonna make you stronger.
Yep.
As you said, it's just speed bumps. There is gonna be speed bumps once in a while, but make sure you go forward. If you stop because there's a speed bump, you're never gonna go forward.
Never going to reach your destination.
Yes, go forward no matter what obstacles are in front of you, and you are gonna reach your destination for sure.
Yeah, exactly. Well, that's it, guys. That's all we have for today. I think it's the best way to end this episode, letting everybody know to keep pushing forward. And
Know that we're going to keep pushing, and we're going to try our best to make sure we reach out and kind of keep it entertaining as well. I know this video, we were very serious, but I think it was needed. I think we wanted to get our mission statement out there and show that why we're doing this and where we come from.
Yes, 100%, yeah. And I hope that you got our message, why we started in the first place. And if you are thinking about dental hygiene, as we talked about it, go for it. Okay, you need some help, you have questions, there are people who can answer them for you.
If you have any questions, we will do our best to answer them. Comment down below if you do have any questions. Follow us on Instagram, and we're going to continue to share our journey, because it's not over. We're still pushing. We're going to keep going as hard as we can, right?
And with all YouTube videos, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe.
All right, guys. That's a wrap.
Yeah.